श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। क्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। शुक्लां भरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्ते। व्यासं नष्टरप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. So we're looking at Uloka Agamana Parva. Right? So in Udhyoga Parva, Uloka comes to Pandavas camp, taking instructions from Duryodhana, who wanted to send a message and scare Pandavas. So he sends a message to Pandavas about and insulting Pandavas that they spent all their years like people without any strength and things like that, wandering in the forest, and they've suffered a lot and insult. They even stood silent during insult of Draupadi and things like that. If they're really men, they should come and win their kingdom. So hearing this, Yudhishthira, Bhima, and everybody, Bhima becomes very angry. Arjuna tries to kind of stop him, and then Yudhishthira starts sending his own message to Duryodhana. He says that even you are summoning us for a battle, placing others in front of you, and you are like an eunuch. You don't have any strength. If you are really strong, come and face us directly with you, your son Karna, Shakuni, and things like that, and not putting Bhishma and Drona in front of you. Because currently you are hiding behind them and you are challenging us standing behind them. So if you're really brave, come and face us directly. So Yudhishthira sends that message. And then Krishna also sends the same message saying that come tomorrow when the battle takes place. Don't think that Janardana, I'm going to sit here and just do nothing. I will make sure that entire your army is wiped out. And at Yudhishthira's command, I'm capable of destroying the entire your army on my own, but I will not do this because I have at Yudhishthira's command, I have taken the role as Arjuna's charioteer, and that's what I'm going to do. And tomorrow when the battle starts, if you go anywhere on the earth or even the places beyond the earth, if you go and even deep inside the earth and try to hide, I will take Arjuna's chariot there chasing you. So when all of them Pandavas come in front of you, you all will be destroyed, and Bhima will drink Duryodhana's blood, and all their wrongs that's done will be taken care. And also then Arjuna addresses Uloka, and he sends this message to Duryodhana, saying the same thing, similar things what Yudhishthira has said, like you are relying on the strengths of the other people, like Bhishma and others. So you installed him, even though he is the oldest among all the Kshatriyas, you installed him as the commander and you're hiding behind him. If you're really fearless, if you're really that a fearless man, come and fight directly with us. So, and also Arjuna says that even if you are putting Bhishma in front of you, don't think that I will not fight Bhishma or Drona. I will fight. I will kill Bhishma at the first sight, and first I will kill Bhishma, and with that I will reduce your confidence. And he also says that anyone coming in front of me, I will kill, and similarly, Bhishma will Bhima will make sure that he will destroy all your brothers and yourself. So except Drona, I will kill everybody. I can kill everybody on your side. So Arjuna's exception here is he's not going to kill Drona because he is his guru. So that's the one thing Arjuna says that he's not going to kill. Okay, so again, I will. He again promises that he will, including Bhishma, he will fight everybody. So when that battle starts, again, Dushasana and everybody, all of them, all of those cruel people will be faced and they will die from Bhima. Bhima's mace, as he said in anger, all those things he is going to achieve all those things. So this terror, vanity, pride, arrogance, anger, bragging, and the heartlessness, sharp words, actions of evil things, unrighteousness, sinful things, and speaking ill of others, ignoring the advice of the elder people, all these things, for all that, you are going to reap the consequences of all those things. The effects of that, you're going to face all those things. So Arjuna also again informs him that if with Vasudeva, if I come there after Bhishma and Drona have been quietened, I will kill Karna, I will overthrow him, and hearing all those things and death of your brothers and sons uh, killed by Bhima, you will at that time repent whatever you have done. So again, I'm not going to make same vow again and again. So I already said all my vows what I'm going to do, and I will show that in the battlefield. So don't think that because your relatives are in front of me, I'm not going to fight. So Arjuna says that, and he again warns Duryodhana that nobody is going to survive on the Kaurava side. Bhima again, he reminds Duryodhana through Luka the promises he made that he will break Dushasana, he will kill him. After killing Dushasana, he will drink his blood. And also, after killing all brothers of Duryodhana, then I will break your thighs. And after I am going to destroy all the sons of Dhritarashtra, and just as that, Abhimanyu will kill all the younger princes. So here, Bhima says that he is going to kill all Dhritarashtra's sons, and then Abhimanyu is going to kill all Dhritarashtra's grandchildren. Okay, so Duryodhana and his brother's sons, whoever is coming to battle, all of them are going to be killed by Abhimanyu. And he says that after killing you with all your brothers and everybody, I will kick your head in front of Yudhishthira. King Yudhishthira, in front of him, I will kick your head. So Nakula and Sahadeva also join, and they send the message that whatever you wished that we do in that battlefield, we will do everything. We will come and face all of you and then have a battle with you. So then Virata and Drupada also sent their message, because if you remember, Duryodhana sends a message to Virata, Drupada, and other elders assembled on Pandavas side, saying that you have become a slave to Yudhishthira. And they send a message saying that it is better to be slave to such a virtuous person than someone with you. Okay, someone like you. So we will, when the battle starts tomorrow, at that time, you will see how old we are and what our strengths are. And then Shikandini also sends a message to Bhishma saying that I will kill Bhishma. I will remove him, kill him from his chariot. So again, because I have been created, so Shikandini says that I have been created by Brahma himself for destruction of Bhishma. So that's why definitely I will do that. And Drishtadimna says that tell this to Duryodhana that I will kill Drona with all his followers and friends. I will do that. The action I'm going to do is nobody else will do, because Drona is a Brahmana. and also a guru to all of them, including Drishtadyumna. Nobody is going to kill him, and he's a Brahmana as well, right? So nobody is going to kill, but Drishtadyumna says, I will do it such an action which nobody else will do. And then Yudhishthira finally says that I never desired to kill my relatives, but because of you, your fault, all this definitely is going to happen. So you, I definitely will sanction whatever that people assemble here. They are going to do all these great things. I will definitely approve all those things. So Yudhishthira says that he is not going to stop them being virtues and righteousness and dharma and all those things. I'm not going to stop it, thinking that it's uh, unrighteous or anything like that. I'm still going to do it. So then, after that message, we look at taking permission from Yudhishthira, leaves that place and goes back to where Duryodhana was and explains him all the message he heard from Pandavas, including Yudhishthira, Krishna, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, Virata, Drupada, and everybody, all those messages he heard. He communicates all that Duryodhana, and hearing this, Duryodhana orders Dushasana, Karna, Shakuni, and everybody on his troops to prepare themselves because Duryodhana had a little bit of the purpose of message sending is again twofold, right? So one is he wanted to make Pandavas know the strength on this side and who they are fighting. For example, Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, all those people are there. They are relatives and brothers, so they may withdraw. And also he wanted to scare them. But Pandavas, on the other hand, said that they are going to kill everybody on this side. So considering that, Duryodhana asked everybody to be prepared for the morning when the battle is going to start. So he sends that message. Then Sanjaya continues this narration to Dhritarashtra. He says that after listening to Uluka's word, Yudhishthira moved his army with Drishtadyumna and others, prepared his army, and that again, Drishtadyumna leading that army had all four kind of forces: so foot soldiers, elephants, chariots, and cavalry. So all that four types of forces were there, with led by Bhima and Arjuna. So having heard again that force that assembled with this Drishtadyumna and others, again him Drishtadyumna with the view of obtaining Drona for battle, he began to select who is going to fight whom on the Kaurava side from his side to Kaurava side. So he gave all his charioteers based on their strength and courage and things like that. He asked Arjuna to fight against Karna, Bhima against Duryodhana, Drishtaketu against Shalya, Uttamajas against Kripacharya, and Nakula against Kritavarma, Udhana, that is Satyaki against Jayadratha, Shikandini against Bhishma, and Sahadeva against Shakuni, Chekitana against Sala, and 5 sons of Draupadi against Trigartas, and Abhimanyu against Karna's son Vrishasena, and also all the other kings on the Duryodhana side, because Drishtadyumna thought Abhimanyu is equal to Krishna and Arjuna, so he is as superior as Arjuna himself. That's why he can handle not just Karna's son, but also all the other kings assembled on Duryodhana's side. So Abhimanyu is even though he is young, everyone recognizes that he is such a great bowman and is equal to Arjuna in battlefield. So distributing everybody like that, he kept Drona for his own share. So he said that he is going to face up to Drona when the battle starts. So like that, all of them allocated to each other, and they waited for the morning to start. Drishtadyumna, Dhritarashtra, listening to all this from Pandava, Sanjaya, he says that definitely this is going to happen. My son and grandsons and all the kings assembled on behalf of my son. they are all going to die, because when Arjuna said that he's going to kill Bhishma in the battle, definitely he's going to do it. They're not going to hesitate anymore. So what did Duryodhana do listening to all these things? What did Bhishma do listening to all these things? So he asks all those questions, and then Sanjay narrates that Bhishma addresses Duryodhana and everybody, and he says that after worshipping Kumara, that is Skanda, I will fight with as the commander of your army. So again, Skanda is Devata's commander, right? So he is the Senapati, right? So similarly, I'm worshipping him. After worshipping, I will take that role. Again, Bhishma says that I'm very well versed in all the affairs of forming different kinds of array of army, making regular soldiers and volunteers act according to their parts. I know everything because I am as well versed as Brihaspati himself in battle troops, arranging the troops and encountering, withdrawing, and when to attack, when to withdraw, and all those things. I know everything, just like as knowledgeable as Brihaspati himself. And I'm also aware of everything, all the military arrays, all the formations that one can make among devatas, gandharvas, and human beings, whatever the methods that's available, I'm aware, know all those things. With all this, I will confront Pandavas tomorrow when the battle starts. So that's why the scare that's in your heart currently, hearing all the words from Pandavas, let that be dispelled. So don't worry about all those things. I know everything, all the military science and everything, and there is nobody who can stop me. So don't worry about anything that Pandavas is going to say. Hearing this, Duryodhana becomes a little bit relaxed, and he says that obviously, I truly tell you that with you and Drona, two people in front of me and protecting this entire army, I don't have to worry about even devatas or asuras or coming together. Even if they come together, I don't have to worry about this. So now tell me, among this army and also among the enemies, so who are the rathas and atirathas, and grading of the people that's assembled here? So again, Rathi, they are called Rathi, Atirata, Ratha, Atirata, Maharatha, and ranking goes like that. So the ranking of that again, we see different variations of that ranking. In for example, in when we are looking at Gita, Bhagavad Gita, we looked at in the first chapter, right? So when Sarvaiva Maharata, as we are looking at that, the commentary or the bhashya to that was the one who can single-handedly fight 10,000 archers and is proficient in the science of arms is known as Maharata, right? So 10,000 soldiers he can fight. So it's not just soldiers. When we say soldiers, we have to remember that each soldier will have the people riding with him in horses, elephants, and all those things. Okay. So if somebody can face 10,000 such soldiers, he is known as Maharata. And also Maharata is the one who is known as Shastra and Shastra Visharada. So he knows both Shastras, that is the weapons, okay, the releasing and withdrawing and all those signs. He knows all that. And also Shastra. He knows the rules of the battlefield. Okay, he knows what is right, what is wrong, how to do this, and all this Bhishma said, like forming the arrays and the structure formation of that battlefield and when to attack, when to withdraw, all those things, that person knows. Okay, so that's Maharata. Then the one who can fight innumerable numbers, but less than 10,000 archers is known as Atirata. Okay, so the one who can single-handedly face 10,000 plus, he knows all the science, all the shastras and everything. That person is Maharata. But the one who can fight large number of archers, but less than 10,000 is known as Atirata. And the Ratha is the one who can fight 1,000 warriors. Okay. So, and then the one who finds less than 1,000 is known as Ardharatha. So, normally you will see here Bhishma classifying the warriors on both sides under these four categories. Ardharatha, that is one who can face less than 1,000 archers at a time single-handedly. And Ratha is the one who can fight against 1,000 archers, and Athirata is the one who can fight less than 10,000 archers, and Maharata is the one who can face up to 10,000 archers and is proficient in Shastra, and other areas. That's what one way of classification or grouping. And another one which we see is different classification again. The lowest is Padatik, which is just a infantryman, and then Ashwarohi, that is the horseman, which each Ashwarohi, that is a horseman, will have 12 foot soldiers. And then Gaja, that is a soldier on an elephant, he will have 12 Ashwarohis. So that means 12 Ashwarohis, and each 12 Ashwarohi having 12 foot soldiers. And then Ardharathi comes after that, who will have he's a soldier on a chariot. He's on a chariot who is equal to one gaja. And then Rati is the one who is having 12 Ardharathis, and then Atirati is the one who is equal to 12 Ratis, and Maharatis, 12 Atiratis, and so on. So there is again Ati Maharati and Maha Maharati and things like that. There are some other classification which goes beyond that. But in Mahabharata, here what we see is the only four, which is Maharata, Ardharata, Ratha, Atirata, and Maharata. So we will look at that. So Duryodhana asks, who are the Rathis and who are the Maharathis among ourselves and among Pandavas? So Bhishma starts narrating this. So listen to me, all those things. There are in your army many thousands, hundreds and millions of rathis and other things, but I will call out the prominent ones. Okay. So the key ones, principal ones, I will call out one. So first, your century brothers, including Dushyasana and others, all of them are rathis. Okay, so all of them are rathis. They are skilled in striking, proficient in cutting chariots and piercing. They all accomplished drivers of chariots, all of you, and they are while seated on the driver's box, they can be accomplished whatever that's needed, and they are they are very good managers of the elephant if they are sitting on the elephant, and all are clever in releasing maces, swords, and all the other weapons. Okay, so they are going to again these brothers, your brothers, they are having great strength. They will definitely kill in the encounter with Pandavas. Great number of people they will encounter and kill. And then among your troop, I am here. Okay, I will exterminate your enemies, vanquishing. I will defeat Pandavas, but I should not speak of my own merits. And I am known to you. Bhishma here himself, he does not classify himself among Rathis, Maharathis, Ardharathis, or anything, but he says, I am known to you. But generally, Bhishma is considered definitely as a Maharathi, okay, because he is equal or even superior to Drona. So Drona is classified later. So then he classifies Kritavarman as Atirata. And again, Kritavarman, he is incapable of being humiliated by persons who are even well versed in arms. They cannot humiliate him, and he can shoot from very long distance, and he will destroy the enemies just like Indra destroys Danavas. And then Madra king, Shalya, who is classified as a Atirata. And again, Madra King Shalya, he keeps saying that he is equal to Krishna himself in battlefield. He has abandoned his sister sons, Nakula Sahadeva, so and he will flood enemy with his arrows, and he will destroy large number of Pandavas party on the army on that side. And then Bhurishrava, who is son of Somadatta. So Somadatta is son of Balika. So if you remember, go back to Adi Parva. Balika is Shantanu's brother. Okay, so Shantanu is Bhishma's father. So you look the family tree. So Pratipa had 3 sons, right? Last time, before that, we looked at, right? So he had 3 sons. So the first one, Devapi, went to forest. Then Balika went to his maternal uncle's place, and then Shantanu became the king. Shantanu's son is Bhishma, right? And then the other sons born of Satyavati. So on the other side, Balika's son, Somadatta's son, Bhurishrava. So Bhurishrava is a Rati, and he again is a great Rati. And then Jayadratha is equal to 2 Ratis. Okay, so he's equal to 2 Ratis. He was humiliated by the Pandavas for abducting Draupadi. Hope all of you remember from Vanaparva. He when we looked at that episode where Draupadi was abducted and he was captured by Bhima and Arjuna, and then his head was shaved with only 5 tuft left on his head, right? And then that's how he was humiliated. So that Jayadratha is equal to 2 Ratis. And he has that revenge he want to take, and that's why he is very reckless of his life. He's ready to die in the battle, but he want to hurt Pandavas as much as possible. So that's why he's 2 Ratis. And then Sudakshina, who is the king of Kambojas, is a single Rati, and then Neela from Mahishmati is equal to 1 Rati, and again Neela had previously battled with Sahadeva. Again, if you go back to the second section, Sabhaparva, when Pandavas before Rajasuya went in all 4 directions, Sahadeva went and had battle with Neela at that time. Right. So that anger still there. And then you look at Bhishma explains Vinda and Anuvinda of Avanti. They are excellent Ratis. And then you look at Trigartas, the 5 brothers of Trigarta, they are all Ratis. And then again, they had previous battles with Arjuna during the Virata war, and they all defeated by Arjuna at that time, and they are angry with Arjuna. So they want to take revenge against Arjuna. And all these 5 Trigartas are Ratis, with Satyaratha as the first among them. He is the eldest brother. And again, Satyaratha was captured during Virata war by Bhima, right? So when Trigartas attacked Virata king with Yudhishthira, Bhima went to rescue, right? So at that time, Bhima captured him. So again, they are very angry, and they want to take that revenge. And then Bhishma explains Duryodhana's son, Lakshmana. He is very young, he's very delicate in his limbs because he's very young, but he's great in his activity. So, and also Dushasana's son. So these 2 are again very well versed in all the battle and capable of leading all. They are equal to Ratis. So these 2 again, they will achieve great things. And then Dandadhara is equal to 1 Rati, and then Brihadbala of Koshala king, he is equal to 1 Rati. So Kripacharya, he is leader of the Ratis. Okay, so he is leader of the leaders of Ratis. So he is like Atirati. So he is like that. And then again, he is invincible like Kartikeya Skanda himself. So he knows all the weapons and various bows and everything. So he will blaze like a fire in that battlefield. After this, Shakuni, he is a single Rati. Uh, again, he caused all these things and he will fight. So then Ashwatthama, Drona's son, he is again, he knows all modes of warfare. He's all the weapons he knows. He is a Maharati. Uh, like Arjuna himself, he knows all the weapons and the shots from his bow. They continuously, the arrows from his bow, they go continuously in a line. So that means there is no gap between releasing one arrow and another. Okay. So if any of us release arrow, one arrow we release and then taking another one and then fixing it and then releasing it, the first one would have flown away quite distance by then, right? Or dropped somewhere. But Ashwatthama, Arjuna, all these people, when they release, you don't have any gap between taking an arrow and then fixing it, releasing it. There is no gap. So it continuously, arrows continuously in a line, fly like that. So Ashwatthama is such a one. And he is again engaged in austerities in his hermitage. And by all this, he has increased both his anger and energy, his strength and energy. And he is again having great intelligence. He's been Drone has given him all the celestial weapons as well, so divine weapons. But there is only one defect in that Ashwatthama. And because of that, I do not regard him as a Rati or a Maharati. So the defect in him, Ashwatthama, is that he is exceedingly fond of living. Okay, he does not want to die. So if somebody is going to battlefield, even though if they have all the weapons and everything, okay, so if they don't want to die, they are scared of dying, then you cannot consider him as a Maharati or Rati. So this is an interesting case. So Bhishma classes him as a Maharati, but then explains all the great things why he's a Maharati, but then he says, I don't consider even him as a Rati. Okay. Or forget about Maharati, he's not even a Rati because he's scared. He's afraid of losing his life. Life is very dear to him. That's why he's not. But when he's angry, he is like Rudra himself. And at that time, he will extinguish entire army of Pandavas if he becomes angry and if he gets to that stage. So we will see in the battle whether Ashwatthama ever gets to that stage. And then his father Drona, he is great. Again, he knows all the weapons and everything. Bhishma describes his great things. So he will Pandava army will be like a dry grass, and he will be the fire that's going near them. He will burn them. He is a leader of all the band of Rathis. So again, he is guru of all the Kshatriyas. Majority of the Kshatriyas are assembled here, and he will destroy the Panchalas. However, Arjuna is very dear to him, and because of that, he will never be able to kill Arjuna. He will never kill Arjuna because of Arjuna is his favorite, so he's not going to kill him. And Drona also says that many great things about Arjuna repeatedly, and even he looks at Arjuna with more affectionate than his own son Ashwatthama. Okay, so he's more affectionate towards Arjuna. So, but he knows all the celestial weapons, and all the Devatas, Gandharvas, human united together cannot face Drona. So that's why he's one of the Maharathis, and he's capable of breaking entire ranks of the enemy, and he's one of the greatest chariot warriors on your side. So he will consume the Panchalas like a fire destroying a dry grass. Then Bhishma explains Brihadala, he is equal to single Rati, and then Vrishasena, Karna's son, is equal to Maharati. Okay. And then he looks at Jalasandha, who is one of the Ratis, and then he also looks at that uh, the this Jalasandha is as he's a Rati, and then he looks at Balika. So Balika, already I mentioned who is it. So it is Burishrava's grandfather. He is an Atirati. Again, he had previously had battle with uh, Arjuna, and then they both uh, sorry, Balika did not have battle. Sorry. So Balika is a Atirati, and then uh, there is Satyavan, he is a Maharati, and then he looked at Alambusha, Rakshasa named Alambusha is in Duryodhana's uh, army, and he is a Maharati. And then there is king of Pragyotisa named Bhagadatta, and Bhagadatta is he is again had previously had battle with Arjuna when Arjuna again as part of Rajasuya he went there, and they both had equal battle. Nobody could be defeated another person. Both of them could not defeat. But Bhagadatta finally realized that this is Indra's son, and Indra was his friend, and that's why he agreed to stop that battle. Right. So then again, Bhishma explains about the brothers Achala and Vrisha. They are Ratis, and then so he also explains the Karna. So he explains about Karna. He says that this Karna always talks of his skills very greatly, but I do not consider him as either as a Rati or not an Atirati. He is only half a Rati, Ardharati, because he has lost his natural armor coat and mail that he was born with. He's lost his celestial earrings, and he's been cursed by Parashurama and also a Brahmana. So all these things on him, and that's why he's only half a Rati. And when he approaches Arjuna in the battle, he will not certainly escape with life. Hearing this, Drona says that it is as you say, uh, this is what you say is not untrue. This Karna always boasts every battle before the battle starts, he boasts, but he's yet he has seen reach retreated from this battlefield in every engagement. Every engagement we looked at when Duryodhana was captured by Gandharvas, he ran away, or Karna ran away. In Virata battle, he ran away, right? So when previously in Adi Parva, when Drupada Pandavas were Duryodhana and others went to capture Drupada, at that time also he ran away. So every battle he ran away. So that's why Drona agrees. Listening to this, Karna becomes very angry. He says that you always speak ill of me, and as if I am a coward. So you are trying to instigate dissension among Kauravas. Till you are in the battlefield, I will not fight. So after hearing your death, I will come to the battlefield, and at that time, everybody will see what my strength is. Again, I will just as Kshatriyas, so he says that Kshatriya acquires his greatness from strength, Brahmanas through mantras and Vaishyas through wealth and Shudras through age. But you trying to classify me as Ardharata and you are not going to this. So this Bhishma is trying to weaken our army by saying all these kind of things. So Karna becomes very angry and he says that he is not going to fight in this battle. So we will look at the rest of the stuff next week, next time when we gather.